This is the Golden Hour Grind, Season 2, off scripted, where we talk about whatever we want, whenever we want. Just gotta keep it PG. So without further ado, let's jump into the episode. Welcome to the Golden Hour Grind. My name is Hoskins.
Mariah Love.
And on today's episode, we're gonna go ahead and continue our little conversation we had last time about relationships and stuff like trust and stuff like that. So last time we left off, where did we leave off at?
I'm not sure.
So, okay, let's just start from like, what do you think are some key components of relationships and why they're important? You don't.
No, I don't know.
Okay, let's go with like, okay, trust. That's important in a relationship, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or like, what is it, communication wise, all that other type of stuff. So how about in this episode we talk about like different types of relationships, because to be honest, it's like more types of relationships than like just a standard A and B conversation type relationship. There are A, B's, and C's, A's and B's with their other little C, D's, and E's. If you get what I mean. Mm-hmm. So like, okay, let's open up with the first conversation of like, how do you feel about the concept of like open relationships?
I don't agree with it.
At all?
No.
Me neither. Why don't you?
Because I feel like if you're in a relationship, then that should be just between you and the other person. If you have to consider an open relationship, then it's not an actual relationship. You're just in the dating phase or a talking stage.
But I feel like, because I see where some people talk about that, like, they have that understanding. Like, they want to be strictly with each other, but it's like, you know, you have those other, you know, enticements. But it's like they do stuff on the side with no type of feelings to it whatsoever. So, like, so how would you put that?
They don't need to be in a relationship. They should just be in the talking stage.
I don't know. Because I completely don't agree with it just because of what I've been told over in the past about open relationships. So, no. So what about, okay, if you don't think open relationships are, like, viable, what about polygamy?
No.
At all?
Mm-mm.
Why? Because, see, with polygamy, it comes with, it's not just you and your other partner. You and your other partner find some other attraction to another person. And at least you share that. Or at least one or more people. At least it's like, I feel like that's where communication and trust will come into.
I'm very biased, and I was raised on monogamous relationships, and that's how I've always been.
Okay, so what about monogamous relationships that like keep you grounded?
The commitment between just those two.
But then commitments can always be broken. And that's what, like, because, okay, when it comes to like open relationships and like polygamy, when that also be, it's hard to explain. But it's like, when you count the concept of cheating with those two as well?
Yes.
But it's like with cheating, you don't have a, how do I explain it? With cheating, you have, give me a minute. With cheating, there was no communication and it was secretive. But with open relationships and polygamy, they are talked about and voice concerned about, or, you know, actually have some type of communication and trust in the matter between the you know, the people. Okay, so since we were talking about like, okay, monogamy, polygamy, and, you know, open-minded relationships, how about you put your input in, Ariel?
I am a stingy person. I am selfish when it comes to mine. Like, literally, I have to realize if you say you mine and you mine, you're mine.
You're not going nowhere.
You're not going nowhere.
So, like, okay, so you're more monogamous than most other people would be.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, with open-minded relationships, it's monogamous, but it's just they have, like, if they want to put their own, how do I explain? If they want to let go of some, you know, extra tension, just get that out of the way. But it's like no type of feelings involved. Because, you know, with...
no.
I feel like
there's feelings involved with everything. No matter what you might say, it's feelings. You might not have feelings for that person. Or you say that the feelings might like be there. Sorry. But at the end of the day, once you get done and you're like, oh, let me hit up such and such, there's something in your chest. There's something that triggers to your fucking brain. Your brain, my bad. your brain, they be like, oh, what that person doing? If you got to think about what that person doing, you finna hit them up. It's some type of emotion attached to that person.
Okay. I can see where you come from with that. I feel like, for one, I don't like polygamy. But I don't think I can ever be in a polygamous relationship. Or I don't deal with open-minded relationships. But, like, what's one thing that's keeping you, like, with monogamy specifically? Like, because, you know, even with monogamy, things with, like, trust, communications, they always can be broken and always, you know, hard to keep up with. But,
I feel like getting heartbreak by one person is fine, but getting heartbreak by 3 other people, man, that's messed up. I can't do it. And that's the thing, I could barely handle. It goes back to having other people to talk to, aka, you know, little friends. I realized I cannot handle too many of them. If I'm like dating, I can't handle too many people. I can't handle talking or dating too many people, because I am 22 and we're supposed to be dating around to figure out what I'm like and what I don't like in a guy. And I am 22, like I said. I definitely been doing that. I definitely figure out, okay, I like this in a boy, but
isn't that still like a concept of open-minded relationship? Because like, say you and this one person say that you're dating, but you are still talking to other people. Well, like, y'all are still communicating with other people.
Then that comes in with like the definition of dating. What's your definition of dating?
My definition of dating, if I say we're exclusive, if I say you and me are together and we have already made this, like, sanctified, then yeah, we are dating, we are in a relationship.
Y'all in a relationship. Dating and talking in relationships.
But see, no, I feel like
talking leads to dating. Dating leads to relationships. Talking is like, okay, getting to know a person. Okay, yeah, we just talking. Nah, we ain't talking. I just know your name. That's it. That's all. Now dating is like, okay, let's go out on a date. Let's see how this works. Okay, yeah, we ain't fuck with it like that, but you know, we can always go somewhere else. Okay, cool. Let's go somewhere else. Let's try this. That's really like, I actually had a conversation with a couple that was married for 28 years, and they said they used to date. Like, they used to go on dates and stuff to keep everything adjourned and everything. And I was like, well, what do you consider dating in our generation? Oh, y'all just mess around.
I mean, they are right in a sense, because like, I feel like I can't say the word that I want to say, that like we label this our generation of dating, but it's like we get around.
Yeah,
let's just say that.
We fantasize and we hold
relationship
doing people dirty in relationships to a higher standard.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of, no, I feel like we hold lust a lot more highly than that, because like with the lust it'll come that type of stuff.
I agree with the lust, because I feel like with the lust and everything, you need that to figure out if you do like that person.
Mariah, you have any input? No, ma'am. Okay. So, okay. I see where you're coming from with that. But it's like, I feel like when it comes to those type of relationships, like when you have monogamy, polygamy, and also open-minded, like, well, open relationships, it's still I feel like it's still some type of odd way of like defining them because of the relationship, and like not just because of the relationship, but because of communication and the type of trust you have with your partner. It's I don't know, they're odd concepts to me. That's why I don't mess with them.
I don't mess with that polygamy. Anything that a dude that made up that's now cool, I'm not even with it. I'm not even with it.
So situationship. Oh yeah, we forgot about situationships.
Now situationship, I can understand in college. No, I can't.
Yeah.
What's your definition of situationship again?
A situationship is like y'all have been dealing with each other for a long time.
I'm not with that. No. I can't do that, y'all. Nope. I did that. No.
Well, I'm still doing it.
No jam and no turkey or whatever y'all say.
Well, all right. This is gonna be concluding of the Golden Hour Grinding. My name is Ariel Hoskins,
Mariah.
Ariel.
and I'll see you on the next edition of the Golden Hour Grinding.